Welcome to Hemisphere CTV. Now guys, we've just finished playing Wolves at home in the Premier League and it ended 0-0. Yeah, it was quite a boring game of football in all honesty. Not gonna lie, I did nearly fall asleep after that 90 minutes of football. Yeah, 0-0, like nothing really much to say, not a very exciting game, just is what it is really, it's a point. Now I'm going to be honest, I did say it in my preview and I always say it, Wolves are a good team, they're hard to beat, and it's always hard playing against them, so to get a point is fair enough really, isn't it? I mean, we haven't been playing very well recently, Frank Lampard got sacked, Thomas Tuchel's literally just had like a day with the lads, you know, like... When did he arrive into London? Yesterday, and he literally just like had a training session with them, so he hasn't had much time with them at all. So to get a point isn't maybe too bad. However, on the other side, us Chelsea fans are just frustrated after our recent results, and it would have been lovely to get a Premier League win tonight, especially on Thomas Tuchel's first game as well with Chelsea. It would have been so nice to get 3 points, a nice win, but it wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. And I guess you can't expect things to change that quickly after how badly we've been playing recently. But yeah, a point's a point, you know. But as I said, it is quite frustrating. Wolves looked very tired tonight. They're just not the same team as they were last season. However, they are still very hard to play against, you know. Let's talk about the first half then. I thought we did decent. I thought we did well. Sorry guys, I'm really tired tonight. I thought we played well in the first half, in all honesty, and I tweeted it out on Twitter. I saw some glimpses of some beautiful football being played in the first half, to be honest. I thought it was really promising, good, strong football. I was impressed with that. But even though we did have a relatively good performance in the first half, we didn't score. You can play good football, but if you don't score, it doesn't mean anything. So it was frustrating that we couldn't make anything out of the chances, etc., that we had, but yeah, it is what it is. Second half, it wasn't as good. Yeah, it was just quite frustrating to see, and I was quite shocked that Thomas Tuchel waited until 75 minutes into the game to make changes. But who am I to say? What do I know, hey? But I thought that was quite late to be making substitutions. Like, usually you'd wait until like the 60th minute mark, but he waited quite a while, which shocked me because obviously things weren't going amazingly, so I don't know why he didn't make changes. I'm not sure. But at least Thomas Tuchel's had chance to see how the boys play tonight, what needs to be improved. And I'm sure we'll be really looking forward to getting started, you know. And I mean, it's not a devastating result on his first game in charge of Chelsea, is it really? Not the best, but not the worst. It's a draw at the end of the day. There is some promising signs there, but it's going to be a slow and steady journey, isn't it? Nothing's going to change overnight. And I guess I am disappointed with the result, but we couldn't have expected a miracle tonight. And also, obviously us Chelsea fans wanted to beat Wolves. Obviously you want to win every game, but also I'm sure some of us fans might have been quite mad if we magically won this game tonight after our recent results, because it would have maybe showed that the boys weren't playing for the manager at all, Frank Lampard. But yeah, it is very clear that there is just lots of issues within the team. We already know this. But as I said, if we'd magically won tonight, you'd have said, yeah, these lads haven't been playing for Frank Lampard. But obviously that didn't show. We just got a draw. And I'm sure Frank Lampard will have seen the result tonight and been like, oh, yeah. But yeah, obviously guys, our next game is against Burnley this coming weekend. We have got some exciting games coming up. I think this weekend's going to be tough. I mean, some Chelsea fans, no disrespect to Burnley, but would see the Burnley game as maybe a slightly easier game than we've had recently. But nevertheless, I think it's going to be a tough game. And Burnley are doing decent, you know. So yeah. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be very, very tricky. But let's just hope for the best, you know. Yeah, as I said, exciting games coming up. Just got to look to the future now. But it still felt very weird seeing Thomas Tuchel on the side of the pitch tonight and not Frank Lampard stood there. It just takes a little bit of time to adapt, you know. It was so lovely to see that the Frank Lampard banner's still in the shed end though. That was so lovely. But yeah, now my man of the match tonight would have to be Callum Hudson-Odoi. I thought he did really well tonight. It was great to see him start as well. I was really impressed. But yeah, now we move on to the weekend, and let's hope we actually get a win this weekend. That'd be great. But yeah, as I said, bit of a weird feeling tonight. Obviously, it's been quite a sad week for us Chelsea fans with Frank Lampard being sacked, and then obviously getting a draw tonight is not ideal, but it is what it is. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Let me know all your match thoughts, who your man of the match was, how you feeling after that game. I feel a bit weird. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. I'm actually a bit speechless, even though I've managed to talk for 5 minutes, but I don't know how, because there wasn't really much to say about that game. Usually during the game I write lots of notes in my book, and then I can go over the game again, but there's not actually much I wrote tonight. Well, nothing at all, because there wasn't anything really to say after that game. But yeah, on to the weekend. Make sure to stay tuned on my channel, guys, for all my match previews and reviews. Also, guys, yesterday evening I was on BBC Radio Cumbria talking all things Chelsea and Frank Lampard. If you do want to check that out, it is actually on my Instagram and Twitter and Facebook at EmiraTFC or Emma Hartley on Facebook if you want to check that out at all. But yeah, just if you want to know my thoughts and stuff. But yeah, on to the weekend, guys. A point to point at the end of the day. Up the Chelsea. Thanks.